into it. He was appealing to the eyes, broad shoulders, Colgate smile, and smooth skin. He had a way with words. I know because he got me to his place that same day. We had too many drinks, and one thing led to another, and I was in his bed. I never heard from him again, nor do I remember his name. Months later, I felt weak, and I was coming down with the flu. I knew something was wrong, but this was nothing what I expected. Hi, my name is Joy Manley, and HIV/AIDS is one of the world's most significant public health problems. About 50,000 people get infected with HIV each year, and over 1 million people are currently living with HIV in the United States, and the 20% of those people don't know that they have it. I'll be addressing what the virus is, how to identify it, and how to prevent it. On this campus, I'm a member of Project SAFE, which is an organization that helps reduce the spread of HIV/AIDS and other STIs among the students of NCCU and of the larger community. We do so by having testing events, informational conferences, and safer sex parties. It is important that people not only know what HIV is and how it can affect you and many others, but also how it's important to get tested annually and to practice safer sex. HIV is abbreviation for Human Immune Deficiency Virus, and AIDS stands for Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. It affects the immune system, which is a group of cells, tissues, and organs that work together to defend against anything that can harm the body. HIV affects the immune system by weakening it and hosting off the cells to reproduce. Once the cells are infected, they stay infected. The first outbreak of the virus was in the United States in 1981, and it wasn't given the name HIV until 1984. In most cases, HIV was identified in homosexuals and bisexuals. People then called it the gay virus and found it being no concern to those that were heterosexual. According to Kaiser Family Foundation, numbers had changed over the years, and more black men and women were being identified with the virus. How could that be? Well, my assumption would probably be prison life. The symptoms of HIV are faded, fever, sweating, weight loss, diarrhea, skin sores, headaches, yeast infections in women, inflammatory disease, and also issues with the nervous system. It can be transmitted by blood, semen, vaginal fluids, breast milk, and pre-cum. It is a very, very, very low chance of catching HIV with kissing. Catching HIV from kissing, hugging, saliva, or eating from someone else. There's no cure for HIV, but if you have the virus, there are treatments to keep the virus from growing to AIDS. Since HIV is so complex, you can't just take medication and then be fine. You have to be tested how long you had the HIV and also what state you're in to get the desired treatment. To prevent getting HIV, you should get tested annually and after you get a new mate. Also, you can wear condoms such as male condoms and female condoms. You can also practice abstinence to get 100% protection. Also be aware that about the needles that you use and make sure that they're new and unused. HIV is the world's leading infection killer. To stop a killer, we must stop it and prevent it from happening again. In order for us to do that, we must inform others of this killer, what it is and how it can affect us, and how we can prevent it by telling people to get tested, wear protection, and with that, you can save a life and save yours. Any questions?
Yeah. So you mentioned that it can't be transferred with fluids such as from kissing, etc. So how do you prepare people with that okay, meet somebody and then you don't progress before you talk to each other about that? So what's a good way to address that concern with students, for example?
Oh, you don't catch it with kissing.
Right.
But I guess the best way is, again, to inform people, we have different informationals on campus about HIV. So it's important to talk about that, get to know what it is, and also share that with whoever that you meet. If you could talk about other things as far as sex, you can talk about infections as well.
Okay, so are students comfortable talking about this topic, because it's very deep and very personal with people that they meet right away? So that's my question.
If you are getting personal from someone, just in a relationship period, you should be able to talk about those things. Yeah, no other questions.
Thank you.
You did your speech once before.
Yay!
Did your video get messed up?
I knew we was gonna come in. I should have texted her not to.
Students for
And then she said, "Oh,